Have you ever felt that love is more than just butterflies in the stomach, that it can actually transform your purpose and reshape your very sense of self? Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist who discovered meaning amid the darkest of times, believed that love is the gateway to the deepest motivations of the human spirit. Today, we'll reveal 6 profound psychological truths Frankl uncovered about finding meaning through love, insights that can forever change the way you connect with others. Stick around, because once you grasp these principles, every relationship you have will take on new depth. 1. Love as a portal to the transcendent you. Frankl argued that genuine love doesn't begin with what you receive, but with what you give. When you truly care for someone, you step outside the confines of your own ego and glimpse the world through their eyes. It's as if your own eye dissolves and you merge momentarily with their inner landscape. Imagine you're listening to your partner talk about their childhood dreams. As you lean in, you notice how their hopes ignite something in you, an echo of a dream you never pursued. In that instant, love becomes a mirror reflecting not only who they are, but who you can become. Frankl called this experience being called forth by another's essence. When you feel that pull, you realize that love isn't just an emotional state, it's a sacred invitation to transcend your own limitations. It's in those moments, leaning into another's world, that you discover a sense of purpose far beyond personal gratification. 2. The meaning found in loving actions. Frankl believed that meaning arises most vividly when we act in service of values greater than ourselves. In love, that often looks like small, consistent gestures that affirm another's worth, brewing their favorite tea before they wake, staying up late to listen when their heart aches, showing up without being asked. Consider the couple who, after a long day, still carves out 10 minutes to ask, "How are you, really?" Those 10 minutes become the sacred space where both hearts feel seen. Frankl called such committed acts of presence the bricks of meaningful living. Psychologically, these loving behaviors train your brain to associate connection with positive states, oxytocin release, lowered stress response, expanded empathy. Over time, they become habits that anchor your relationship in an ever-deepening sense of shared purpose. 3. Love's power to illuminate personal responsibility. In his seminal work, Frankl wrote that with freedom comes the weight of responsibility. When you love someone deeply, you're no longer just responsible for your own growth, you hold a stewardship for another's well-being. That responsibility can feel heavy, but it also gifts you with profound agency. Imagine caring for a friend struggling with self-doubt. You don't rescue them, instead, you gently remind them of their strengths, advocate for their dreams, and hold them accountable to their own potential. In doing so, you reinforce your own capacity for compassion and courage. Frankl saw this as the heart of meaningful love. It calls you to choose love daily, to act in ways that uplift the other, and in turn, to find in your actions a reflection of your highest self. Each time you step into that role, you reinforce the truth that meaning in love blossoms not from passive feelings, but from active responsibility. 4. Love's mirror of shadow and light. Frankl warned that love can also confront you with the darker facets of your psyche. When someone sees you without pretense, embracing your flaws as well as your virtues, it can surface insecurities and unhealed wounds. Yet in that mirror lies the opportunity for profound growth. Consider a couple who face recurring arguments over the same issue, perhaps trust or communication. Each confrontation reveals a layer of personal fear of abandonment, fear of vulnerability. When you face these shadows together, acknowledging your part and striving to understand theirs, you transform conflict into a catalyst for deeper intimacy. Frankl called this the dialogue of souls. Love's greatest gift is that it holds you to the highest standard of authenticity, reflecting both your darkness and your light, and urging you onward towards self-actualization. 5. The liberation found in loving imperfection. Perfectionism kills connection. Frankl taught that the search for an ideal can blind us to the beauty of the real. Genuine love flourishes when you accept both your own and your partner's imperfections. It's in the cracks, the late-night arguments, the forgotten anniversaries, the quirks you once found odd, that authenticity thrives. Imagine celebrating a clumsy dance in the living room or laughing off a kitchen disaster together. Those moments of imperfect joy remind you that connection isn't about flawless performance, it's about mutual acceptance and shared humanity. Psychologically, embracing imperfection reduces anxiety, deepens trust, and fosters resilience. When you laugh with, rather than at, each other's mistakes, you cultivate an environment where both hearts feel safe to grow and evolve. 6. Love's invitation to meaningful legacy. Finally, Frankl believed that true meaning extends beyond the self into the future. Love often compels you to build a legacy, whether through nurturing children, mentoring younger souls, or simply creating shared memories that echo through time. Think of a couple who dedicate their weekends to community service, mentoring, or creating art together. Their love story becomes part of a larger narrative, a ripple that touches lives far beyond their own. In that act of co-creating meaning, love transforms from a private flame into a guiding light for others. Frankl wrote, "What is to give light must endure burning." Love's greatest significance often lies in the sacrifices and commitments that endure long after the initial spark. When you channel your love toward lasting contributions, acts that outlive you, you find in love's journey a meaning that transcends time itself. Which of these 6 truths resonates most with your own experience of love? Share your reflections in the comments below. Your story could light the path for someone else. If this video deepened your understanding, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the psychology of meaning and connection. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss a moment that can enrich your heart and mind. Thank you for watching. Remember, love is not just an emotion, it's the crucible in which meaning is forged. Embrace Frankl's lessons, act with presence and responsibility, and may your relationships become the most profound source of purpose in your life. Until next time.